Hello, my name is JJ. Can you please tell me your full name? Okay, what can I call you? All right, so in this first part, I'm going to ask you some general questions about yourself. So let's first of all talk about where you live. So what kind of housing or accommodation do you live in? Okay, so what's the difference between where you're living now and where you have lived in the past? Okay, so what do you dislike about your house? All right, so now let's talk about singing. Well, do you like singing? Why? Hmm. Have you ever learned how to sing? Who do you want to sing for? All right, now I would like to move on to social media. Do you or your friends like using social media? Okay, do you think you or your friends use too much social media? Do you want to work in social media? Why or why not? All right, so let's move on to the second part of the test. So I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. But before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. And you can make some notes if you wish. All right, so here is the cue card question. Describe a person who likes to dress fashionably. You have 1 minute to prepare. All right, so can you start speaking now, please? All right, so we're gonna move on to the part three. In this part, I'm going to ask you more general questions related to your topic. All right, so the first question is, do you think online shopping will replace in-store shopping in the future? Why? Why not? Okay, and why is fashion very important to some people? Are older people as fashionable as young people? Why? Why not? Are women more fashionable than men? Why? Why not? All right, so that's it. Great job, guys. So now I'm gonna show you my band score 8 answers to all the questions. What kind of housing or accommodation do you live in? Well, I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with my family. I've been living there for about 8 years now. Well, the house is not that big, but it's the perfect size for the three of us to live comfortably in. What's the difference between where you're living now and where you have lived in the past? Well, there's not much difference between the two, except for one thing that's changed a lot, my room. Well, I bought lots of new furniture, including a king-size bed and a comfy chair. Plus, it has a large window that lets in abundant natural light. What do you dislike about your house? Well, I'm quite satisfied with where I live, but just one thing that I'm not really happy about is that it has a small kitchen. Well, not that it is that much small, but it has limited counter space, which is quite inconvenient when I'm cooking. Do you like singing? Why? Yes, I like singing very much. It's one of my favorite things to do when I have some spare time. It really helps me to relieve my stress, and I find it very enjoyable, you know. I love old acoustic guitar songs, so I often play guitar and sing along. Have you ever learned how to sing? You mean taking singing classes or something? No, I've never formally learned how to sing. I just like to sing along with guitar. I have learned how to play guitar and have practiced for a long time, but I've never learned and practiced singing. Who do you want to sing for? Well, to be honest, I don't want to sing for anyone because I'm not that good at singing. But if I have to choose one person who I want to sing for, that would be my friend Jun. Well, he likes K-pop as much as I do, so we sometimes go to the coin karaoke and sing together. Do you or your friends like using social media? Yes, most of my friends and I are very keen on using social media, especially Instagram. Well, time flies by whenever I check my Instagram feed, enjoying random posts and new updates. Well, I also share lots of thoughts and glimpses of my daily life on Instagram, which is so much fun. Do you think you or your friends use too much social media? Well, we use Instagram quite often, but I don't think we use it too much. I mean, I'm not obsessed with it. It's just one of my favorite things to do when I have some spare time. Do you want to work in social media? Why? Well, interesting question. Well, I've never thought about it before, but let me think. Yes, why not? I use all kinds of social media, which I find very enjoyable and interesting. Plus, I believe social media platforms have a bright future. So, yeah, yes, if I have a chance, I would like to give it a shot. Describe a person who likes to dress fashionably. Okay, I would like to talk about one of my favorite actresses, Gina, who is very fashionable. Well, she's very stylish. Yeah, I mean, she picks out the perfect outfit every time she gets dressed. But that doesn't mean that she shops a lot or only wears designer clothing. I mean, she often upcycles old clothes or purposely buys them from environmentally friendly companies. Yeah, so she shows us that we can still be fashionable without having expensive luxury clothing. And that's what makes her stand out among all the other fashionable stars. Yeah, so I really like her. I actually follow her on Instagram. She shares lots of her thoughts and glimpses of her daily life on Instagram, which I found very engaging. Nowadays, most people on Instagram are very pretentious, but she's just being herself, sharing her daily life and her outfits. So yeah, she's not only fashionable but also very charming. I really like her. So when I received this cue card question, my all-time favorite actress Gina immediately came to mind. Do you think online shopping will replace in-store shopping in the future? Why? As far as I'm concerned, most in-store shopping might be replaced by online shopping because it has many benefits. Firstly, it is much more convenient as you can shop from anywhere at any time using your phone. Additionally, there are always better deals available online, so it saves both money and time. Why is fashion very important to some people? There are various reasons why fashion is significant to some people. Some individuals use clothing as a means of self expression, while others wear stylish clothes to look good. So, for example, my friend only wears clothes from environmentally friendly brands to show his concern for environment. Are older people as fashionable as young people? Why? It really depends on the individual. While a lot of older people may not care much about fashion, some of them do and can be quite stylish. In fact, my grandmother is very fashionable. She owns lots of designer clothing, but she also upcycles her clothes. I think she's much more stylish than I am. Are women more fashionable than men? Why? Well, again, it really depends on the individual. I know many stylish guys who can pick out the perfect outfit every time they get dressed. So they can definitely be more fashionable than some women. Plus, there are a lot of male fashion designers, as you know. So, in my opinion, gender doesn't matter when it comes to being stylish.